but I thought that the best thing that we could do now would be to invite, we're very delighted that one of our scholars, Alina Hashmi from Oxford, has come. She's one of the people who's trekked all the way from Oxford. Would like to just say a couple of words about what it's been like the last year, and tell us what you're studying and so on. I mean, I know, but the others don't know.
Thank you, Paul. My name is Alina Hashmi, and I study MSc Water Science Policy and Management at Oxford. I'm so happy to have the opportunity to stand before the very people who believed in my dreams last year and invested in my education. Thank you so much for that. Your support has enabled me to experience what I can only describe as the best year of my life so far. Your support has allowed me to focus wholeheartedly on my studies and engage in extracurriculars without ever stressing about what the exchange rate looked like. My course in Water Science Policy and Management took me to various corners of this country and even across the border to Spain to understand how water resources can be managed in a world that frequently underestimates their importance. I took those learnings back with me to Karachi this summer, where I worked on my dissertation to gauge household water insecurity and demystify how reliable urban water service delivery can be achieved in the city. Being at Oxford meant that it was my first time living away from home, my first time dealing with the erratic weather of the United Kingdom, and my first time meeting people from all over the world in my course, only to realize how many parallels we could draw from each other's context and help each other through the power of collaboration. I was also able to foster connections within the Pakistani community at Oxford in my role as the graduate officer for the Oxford Pakistan Society. When I was thinking about how best to describe what the Vicky Noon Scholarship means to me, I thought an anecdote would best illustrate it. I just returned from my fieldwork yesterday, and part of my fieldwork involved interviewing government officials from the Karachi Water and Sewerage Supply Board. Before I began one of these interviews, the person I was interviewing asked me about my educational background and where I'd done my undergraduate degree from, and I told him about the public university I went to. He said, "Stop right there. First of all, before you start this interview, tell me how you ended up at Oxford." Because he was an alumni of the same public university. His eyes grew wide, his mouth open, and he's like, "I did not know that people from our institute go to Oxford and they're supported to go to Oxford because I thought only elite private university people go there." So, he was very glad to learn that people from public universities can have their efforts recognized and build their way up to places like Oxford through the support of platforms like the Vicky Noon Foundation. Lastly, I want to assure all of you that I will honor this scholarship by striving for excellence and giving back to the water sector in Pakistan. I've already started on this path through my involvement in the Panjwani Hisar Water Institute at NAD University, where this summer I will be conducting a workshop for teenagers to make them understand water issues from a STEM perspective. Next month, I'm also headed over to the International Water Association's World Water Congress in Toronto, where I am involved in the Emerging Water Leaders Forum. And going to this conference has only been possible through the Vicky Noon Foundation funding and a college grant. So I'd like to end by saying that I'm inspired one day to be in a position to help my fellow students in the same way that you all have helped me. Thank you so much.